Good morning, a very good morning to all. I welcome everyone for the online webinar on understanding COVID-19 and its diagnostics, jointly organized by Health Committee of Sri Vijay Singh Yadav College, Petwargaon and Lions Club, Kolhapur. The COVID-19 pandemic has profoundly affected every segment of society. Day by day, new information about the virus and related to it is known. We have just heard a lot about COVID-19 testing. Now we will proceed to know more about the diagnosis. So I request Dr. Rajaram Atigre sir, Head Department of Zoology, Chairman Health Committee and President Lions Club of Kolhapur for welcome and preface.
Thank you. First of all, I welcome all the dignitaries, especially our Chief Resource Person, Dr. Tejas Patil, who is Research Associate at Health Accurate Diagnostics, Pune. He will be introduced to you by one of our member, Dr. Mohammad Patel sir. Also, I will heartily welcome Honorable Principal Ma'am, Principal Dr. Vijaya Chavan Ma'am in this webinar. I heartily welcome all the participants, students, as well as members of different Lions clubs from this district, that is District 3234 D1. Honorable members from all the clubs. Also, I welcome all the known and unknown persons who are there in this webinar. Now, going to the next part about this workshop. Today, we are facing a very big problem of COVID-19. This is the pandemic somewhere started in 2019 December in China, and now it is spread all over the world. This pandemic has created a lot of problems in every aspect of life. It has problems with survival, it has problems with industry, it has problems with traveling and everything. But it has some remedies also. And to go to the remedies, first of all, the problem must be known properly. So for this purpose, we have organized one lecture of Dr. Tejas Patil. Today we are in this lecture and he is going to guide us about how this disease is diagnosed, how it is identified. This lecture will help you all to know about different tests which are there for testing this disease. Simply, हा जो COVID-19 डिसीज आहे हा कसा आयडेंटिफाय केला जातो किंवा त्याची टेस्ट कोणती आहे, या टेस्ट कशा केल्या जातात याची इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याला त्यांच्या व्याख्यानातून, डॉक्टर तेजस पाटील यांच्या व्याख्यानातून आणि त्याचबरोबर त्यांच्या काही व्हिडिओज आहेत ज्या ऍक्च्युअली टेस्ट करताना, म्हणजे आपण फक्त ऐकलेलं आहे अँटीजन टेस्ट, RT-PCR टेस्ट, स्वॅब कलेक्शन, या गोष्टी आपण जस्ट ऐकलेल्या आहेत. पण त्या गोष्टी म्हणजे नेमकं काय, या टेस्ट कशा करतात, RT-PCR कशी केली जाते किंवा अँटीजन टेस्ट कशी केली जाते, अजून कुठल्या वेगळ्या टेस्ट आहेत, या सगळ्याची माहिती आपल्याला प्रेझेंटेशन मधून आणि व्हिडिओच्या माध्यमातून डॉक्टर तेजस पाटील देणार आहेत. यासाठी श्री विजयसिंह यादव कॉलेजच्या डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ झूलॉजी आणि हेल्थ कमिटी यांनी लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूरच्या संयुक्त विद्यमानं हा वेबिनार ऑर्गनाईज केलेला आहे. हा वेबिनार ऑर्गनाईज करत असताना त्याचा जो उद्देश आहे, जो आता मी सांगितला, समाजातील सर्व प्रकारच्या लोकांना किंवा लेमॅनला या टेस्ट काय असतात हे माहिती होणं त्याची आवश्यकता आहे. आणि यासाठी विजयसिंह यादव कॉलेज सुद्धा आणि लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूर सुद्धा अशा प्रकारच्या वेगवेगळ्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज कायमस्वरूपी करत आलेला आहे. विशेषतः लायन्स क्लबनं समाजामध्ये सेवाभावी कार्यासाठी फार मोठं काम केलेलं आहे. लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूर हा जो क्लब आहे हा अगदी पूर्वीपासूनच या कामामध्ये किंवा अशा प्रकारच्या सेवाभावी कार्यामध्ये ऍक्टिव्ह राहिलेला आहे आणि त्यांनी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज, मग त्या डोळ्यांबद्दल असतील, साईट फर्स्ट नावाची ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे की जिथं आय चेकअप आणि वेगवेगळे ऑपरेशन डोळ्यांचे केले जातात. त्यासाठीच लायन्स आय हॉस्पिटल, लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूरच्या स्वतःच कोडोली या ठिकाणी आपल्या कोल्हापूर जिल्ह्यामध्ये किंवा पन्हाळा तालुक्यामध्ये कोडोली या ठिकाणी आहे आणि तिथे हे वेगवेगळे ऍक्टिव्हिटीज होत असतात। लोकांना किंवा समाजातील गरजू लोकांना, गरिबांना कमीत कमी पैशामध्ये अशा प्रकारचे ऑपरेशन्स आणि तपासण्या वगैरे त्या तिथं केल्या जातात। या प्रकारच्या भरपूर वेगवेगळ्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूर करत आहे आणि त्याचप्रमाणे विजयसिंह यादव कॉलेजमधील वेगवेगळ्या विभाग आणि वेगवेगळ्या समित्या सध्याच्या कोविड-19 पॅन्डेमिक मध्ये भरपूर काम करत आहेत आणि त्याचाच हा एक भाग आहे। सो आजच्या या कार्यक्रमामध्ये पुन्हा एकदा मी सर्वांचं स्वागत करतो आणि मी माझं स्वागत आणि प्रस्तावित थांबवतो। धन्यवाद।
Now I request Dr. Mohammad Patil sir, member Health Committee, to introduce today's chief guest. Sir.
Yes. माझा आवाज येतोय मॅडम?
हा सर येतो।
ओके। नमस्कार, मी डॉक्टर एम ए पाटील, आजच्या प्राणीशास्त्र विभाग व आरोग्य समिती श्री विजयसिंह यादव महाविद्यालय पेठ वडगाव व लायन्स क्लब कोल्हापूर यांच्या संयुक्त विद्यमाने आयोजित अंडरस्टँडिंग कोविड-19 अँड इट्स डायग्नोस्टिक्स या विषयावरील एक दिवसीय वेबिनार मध्ये आपल्या सर्वांचे महाविद्यालय व लायन्स क्लब याच्या वतीने मनपूर्वक स्वागत करतो। आपणा सर्वांना माहिती आहे, नोव्हेंबर 2019 पासून कोरोना या साथीच्या आजाराने जगभर धुमाकूळ घातला आहे। आजही जगातील निम्म्यापेक्षा अधिक लोक घरातच अडकून पडले आहेत। या साथीच्या आजाराला येत्या 3 महिन्यामध्ये 2 वर्ष पूर्ण होत आहेत। चीन मधील वुहान ते संपूर्ण जग असा प्रवास करणाऱ्या कोरोना या साथीच्या आजारावर संपूर्ण जग पर्याय शोधत आहे। प्रतिबंधक लस निर्माण झाली आहे, तरी देखील आज अखेर आपण कोविडला संपूर्णपणे हरवू शकलो नाही, ही वस्तुस्थिती आहे। आणि अजूनही घरात बसून राहिलो तर प्रसंग अधिकच गंभीर बनू पाहतोय। सामाजिक समस्यांनी उग्र रूप धारण केलेले आहे। या सर्व बाबीवर विचार करता कोविड सोबत जगण्याचा मार्ग शोधणे हे खऱ्या अर्थाने महत्त्वाचे ठरते। कोविडला ओळखणं किंवा समजणं आणि त्याच्यावरील उपचार जाणणं ही अत्यंत महत्त्वाची गोष्ट बनली आहे। आणि आज याच विषयावर आपल्याशी संवाद साधण्यासाठी, आपले कोरोना विषयीचे ज्ञान वृद्धिंगत करण्यासाठी, कोविडची भीती न बाळगता त्याला समजून त्यावर काय उपाययोजना करावी याबाबत मार्गदर्शन करण्यासाठी आपल्यासोबत जोडले गेले आहेत तरुण संशोधक डॉक्टर तेजस पाटील सर। सरांचा जन्म आपल्याच भागातील मिरज तालुक्यातील कर्नाळ या गावी झाला असून शालेय व महाविद्यालयीन शिक्षण त्यांनी मिरज येथून पूर्ण केले। त्यानंतर पदव्युत्तर पदवी आणि DNA बारकोडिंग ऑफ फ्रेश वॉटर फिश फौना फ्रॉम नॉर्दर्न वेस्टर्न घाट्स ऑफ कोल्हापूर डिस्ट्रिक्ट महाराष्ट्र इंडिया या विषयावरील PhD सन 2018 मध्ये शिवाजी विद्यापीठ कोल्हापूर येथून पूर्ण केली। विद्यार्थी दशेपासूनच सरांना संशोधनाची आवड आहे। संशोधनाचे कार्य करत असताना या क्षेत्रात असणाऱ्या अनेक गुणवत्ता शिष्यवृत्त्या त्यांनी मिळवलेल्या आहेत। यामध्ये डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोटेक्नॉलॉजी न्यू दिल्ली यांची ज्युनियर रिसर्च फेलो, शिवाजी विद्यापीठाची सिनियर रिसर्च फेलो, गोल्डन रिसर्च फेलो या संशोधन शिष्यवृत्तीवरती सरांनी आपले नाव कोरले आहे। संशोधनावर आधारित अनेक प्रदर्शनामध्ये त्यांनी राष्ट्रीय आणि राज्यस्तरीय पुरस्कार मिळवले आहेत। त्याचबरोबर अत्यंत कमी वयामध्ये त्यांनी एक लघु संशोधन प्रकल्प सुद्धा पूर्ण केला आहे। सरांचे आज अखेर 20 पेक्षा अधिक संशोधन लेख नामांकित अशा आंतरराष्ट्रीय व राष्ट्रीय जर्नल्स मधून प्रकाशित झाले आहेत। अनेक राष्ट्रीय व आंतरराष्ट्रीय परिषदांमध्ये सरांनी संशोधन लेख सादर केले आहेत। जैव तंत्रज्ञानातील रिसर्च स्किल मध्ये सरांचा अत्यंत नावलौकिक आहे। संशोधनाच्या गुणवत्तेबाबत बोलायचं झालं तर त्यांचा गुगल स्कॉलर सायटेशन 45, H इंडेक्स 2, I10 इंडेक्स 1, तर RG स्कोअर 11.02 असा आहे. हे सर्व आकडे सरांच्या संशोधनाचे जागतिक पातळीवरती महत्व सिद्ध करतात असं या ठिकाणी मला म्हणावंसं वाटतं. आणि खऱ्या अर्थाने हीच त्यांची जागतिक ओळख आहे. या सर्व संशोधनासोबत सामाजिक बांधिलकी जपत या कोरोना कालखंडामध्ये सरांनी कोविड लॅब मध्ये सुद्धा 1 वर्ष रिसर्च असोसिएट म्हणून काम पाहिलं आहे. असा हा तरुण संशोधक सध्या हेल्थ ॲक्युरेट पुणे या ठिकाणी रिसर्च असोसिएट म्हणून कार्य करत आहे. खरोखरच आमच्या तरुण विद्यार्थ्यांच्यासाठी आपण संशोधन क्षेत्रातील एक आयडॉल आहात, आमच्यासाठी संशोधनातील प्रेरणा आहात असं मी पुन्हा म्हणेन. आणि पुन्हा एकदा आपले महाविद्यालयाच्या व सर्व सहभागीच्या वतीने मनपूर्वक स्वागत करतो आणि थांबतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I request today's chief guest, Dr. Tejas Patil, Research Associate, Health Accurate, Pune, to guide us. Tejas Patil, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. First of all, I am thankful to the organizers to give me a very beautiful and good opportunity to present the understanding of COVID-19 and its diagnostics. Okay, last 1 year I am working here in the Pune, in the Health Accurate Diagnostic. Okay, so let us start with the understanding of COVID-19 and its diagnostics.
म्यूट करा, बाकीचे सगळ्यांचे माइक म्यूट करा. सौदे मॅडम.
हॅलो, स्क्रीन शेअर झाली का? हॅलो.
यस सर, शेअर झाली.
ओके,
प्लीज.
सो मोस्टली आपण प्रत्येक वेळेला असं म्हणत असतो की व्हॉट इज पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन आहे, पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन आहे. सो व्हॉट इज पॅन्डेमिक वी मस्ट नो. ओके, सो बेसिकली दीज पर्टिक्युलर medical conditions come under the particular medical terminology, that is epidemiology. Okay, so under which there are different pandemic situations are there which are medically different: endemics, epidemics, and pandemics. So first of all, the endemic, what is an endemic situation? And the constant presence or usual prevalence of disease or infectious infect in a population within a geographic area. So WHO is the World Health Organization is the organization who is responsible for announcing this particular emergence of new situation. Okay, so basically the pandemic is nothing but the worldwide spread of new disease, which is now we start with the pandemic situation. So what are the deadliest pandemic situations? Before this particular pandemic situation, there are a number of different pandemic situations arised. These are the few pandemic situations that declared by the WHO in early. The Black Death is there, then plague, smallpox. Okay, and last, the present one is the COVID-19, that is in March 11, 2020, this is declared as a global pandemic situation. So based on the different based on the conditions, that is medical conditions, they have identified whether it is epidemics, whether it is pandemic situation. So if there is a severity of this particular disease is higher and it is spread all over the world, this will called as a pandemic situation. So before now, this SARS coronavirus 2, the novel virus, that before it, coronavirus, now the present COVID-19 disease, which is caused by the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus, is not new to us. before this particular pandemic situation, there are number of coronaviruses are present, are already reported from the earlier diseases. These are the 7 different coronaviruses which is already reported in the humans. It includes the SARS coronavirus 2, SARS coronavirus, then MERS coronavirus, and these are the different 4 coronaviruses. Okay, so usually the coronavirus is causes the upper respiratory diseases. Okay, so it might be usually mild to severe respiratory illness. Okay, so when we talk about its severity, it based on this severity, the coronavirus, presently coronavirus is considered as a pandemic or the pandemic situations. Okay, so coronavirus, these are the 7 coronaviruses which earlier reported in the history. So the next one is the basic structure of this coronavirus. Okay, so basically we will talk about its length. It is about 20 nanometer to 500 nanometer. Okay, and when we talk about its structure, this structure is mainly divided into the 4 structural proteins: the spike protein, nucleocapsid, envelope, and membrane. So by forming or by combining all this structure, the coronavirus is formed. Okay, so basically every single structural protein has its own function. So when we talk about its nucleocapsid, the function of this nucleocapsid is nothing but the bounding of this bound to RNA genome to make the nucleocapsids. So then spike proteins, which is most critical for the binding of host cell receptor to the facilitate the entry of host cells. So then next envelope protein is there, which simply interact with the M protein to form the viral envelope. And last one is the membrane protein, that is the function is the central organization of coronavirus assembly and determines the viral envelope. So basically by forming all these 4 structure, the coronavirus is formed. So when we talk about its structure, the all this structure come formed, and the coronavirus will simply enters into the human body. So once it enters into the human body, the first defense mechanism, that is immune response, is simply activated by this particular virus, by the spike proteins and the nucleocapsids. These are the 2 main proteins which simply triggers or which simply start the response against this immune response. Okay, so basically when we talk about its spike proteins and nucleoproteins, it simply binds to the cell receptors. Okay, once it receptors attached to the receptors, it activates the immunity. Once immunity is activated, first there is a production of antibodies in response to this particular antigen. Okay, so IgM are the antibodies which are produced first during the response. So फर्स्ट डिफेन्स मेकॅनिझम मध्ये मोस्टली आपण जर विचार केला तर त्याच्यामध्ये इम्युन रिस्पॉन्स जो आहे तो ऍक्टिव्हेट होणार आहे कोविड-19च्या इन्फेक्शनच्या अगेन्स्ट. इन्फेक्शन ज्यावेळेस इन्फेक्शन मध्ये कसं आहे की कोविड-19चे जे काही स्पाइक प्रोटीन्स असतील किंवा न्यूक्लियोकॅप्सिड्स असतील ज्यावेळेस एंटर होणार आहेत त्या एंटरिंग झाल्या त्याच्यामध्ये अल्टिमेटली जी पर्टिक्युलर इम्युन सिस्टम आहे ओके त्या इम्युन सिस्टम मध्ये काय असणार आहेत इम्युनोग्लोब्युलिन्स असणार आहेत अँटीबॉडीज असणार आहेत त्या पर्टिक्युलर अँटीबॉडीज ज्या आहेत त्या व्हायरसवरती अटॅक करणार आहेत. अटॅक केल्यानंतर अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यामध्ये अँटीबॉडीज ज्या आहेत त्या प्रोड्यूस होणार आहेत ओके आणि अँटीबॉडीज अल्टिमेटली ज्यावेळेस प्रोड्यूस होणार आहेत इट इज सिम्पली कॉल्ड एज द रिस्पॉन्स ओके म्हणजे फर्स्ट डिफेन्स मेकॅनिझम जे आहे ते त्याला इम्युन रिस्पॉन्स मध्ये ऑब्झर्व होणार आहे. सो what do the diagnostic test for COVID-19 detects? So basically we use the two different approaches to identify this particular virus. Okay, first, whether we can identify this particular hello.
Yes sir.
Basically we identify the virus or its components, okay, that which comes under the molecular testing. Okay, so or the viral antigen which is produced by the coronavirus, and second one is the immune response, that is nothing but the antibodies. Okay, so in this particular approach, there are two different approaches we can use to identify all these particular and the virus infection. So we can, for molecular identification, we can either use the any particular antigen or the any particular protein or any particular RNA gene. Okay, so in this particular, so the most important thing is the testing of COVID-19 is the timing of this particular test. It is very important to know the timing of this particular testing. Once the virus enters into the body, okay, there is a one incubation period is there, where these particular viruses get amplified or get replicate within the body. Once the replication is over, there is a huge amount of viral load is produced within the particular cells or the particular region of this particular organ. Okay, once it happens, there is a symptoms, and these symptoms will first time these symptoms will, once these symptoms will observe, the starting from this first entering of the virus up to this particular symptom observation, the period is there. This is nothing but the incubation period, and we can easily identify by using this particular molecular testing by using RT-PCR. Okay, in case of antibodies, okay, when we talk about this antibodies, okay, the antibodies within after the incubation period, okay, these particular antibodies will produce. Okay, at least there are 7 days will required to produce the antibodies once the infection is observed inside the body. So we can only, for identifying the immune response, okay, सिरोलॉजिकल ज्या टेस्ट आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये आपण अँटीबॉडी टेस्टिंग जे आहे ते आपण अल्टिमेटली करतो. त्याच्यामध्ये मोस्टली आपण काय ऑब्झर्व करणार आहे की त्या अँटीबॉडीज जे आहेत त्या 7 दिवसानंतर आपल्याला बॉडीमध्ये दिसतात. सुरुवातीला आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये जर अर्ली स्टेजेस मध्ये जर आयडेंटिफिकेशन करायचं असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये मोस्टली आपण काय करू शकतो की अँटीजन टेस्टिंग किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये RT-PCR जे आहेत त्या दोन गोष्टी आपण तिथं यूज करू शकतोय, RT-PCR किंवा अँटीजन. But in case of serological test, that is antibody test, is not applicable in case of this particular identification of COVID-19 in early stages. After 7 days, you can test the antibodies whether it is produced or not. If produced, there will be the infection is observed. Okay, so first we have to go for the antigen testing. If there is a no negative test is there, then we can, and you have any symptoms related to this COVID-19, it is better way to go for the molecular testing, that is RT-PCR. So by using antigen, how we can detect this particular coronavirus? So first thing is what is antigen? So it is nothing but the viral, any component or any structure of the particular coronavirus structure that is it might be spike protein, it might be envelope protein, it might be membrane protein. So these particular antigens are simply used to identify the in this particular identification of antigen testing. Okay, so antigen testing मध्ये अल्टिमेटली आपण काय करणार आहे की त्याच्यामध्ये स्पाइक प्रोटीन्स, एन्व्हलप प्रोटीन्स जे आहेत किंवा त्याच्या मेम्ब्रेन प्रोटीन्स जे आहेत, ओके, ते मोस्टली आपण यूज करणार. आता अँटीजन म्हणजे सगळ्यात महत्वाची गोष्ट म्हणजे काय, अँटीजन, व्हॉट इज अँटीजन? अँटीजन म्हणजे काय आहे की ज्याच्यामुळं अल्टिमेटली इट्स सिम्पली स्टिम्युलेट दी our immune response. This simply called as an antigen. So which part of the coronavirus simply produce the antibody response? That is spike proteins, envelope proteins, and membrane proteins. So when we talk about this antigen testing, by using this particular antigen testing, we can observe this particular whether the patient is positive or negative. So how we identify this particular infection by using antigen? Let's see by using a video, small video.
Antigen testing is a new diagnostic test for COVID-19 that received emergency use authorization by the Food and Drug Administration in May 2020. These new tests are not yet widely available, and their application in the COVID-19 pandemic is still rare. But they may offer a less expensive and more rapid detection.
सर आवाज येत नाही,
येत नाही आवाज,
व्हिडिओचा आवाज येत नाही. बहुतेक शेअर साऊंड करा पुन्हा एकदा मोर मधून.
केला येतो आवाज? हॅलो,
हा मोर मधून केला का?
केला की येतोय सर आवाज?
पुन्हा प्ले करा सर, पुन्हा प्ले करा.
ओके, येतोय आवाज आता?
बारीक येतोय आवाज.
आता येतोय का बघा?
नाही, बारीकच येतोय आवाज. ते शेअर साऊंड करताना नेमका बरोबर पर्टिक्युलरली त्याच वेळेला करायला लागतं शेअर साऊंड, नाही मग ते होत नाही, असं होतं.
एक मिनिट, आता येतो का बघा?
हा येतोय, बारीक येतोय, जरा वाढवा आता आवाज.
But they may offer a less expensive and more rapid detection of SARS-CoV-2. Affordable and rapid testing may allow people to test themselves for COVID-19 rather than relying on getting tested at a screening center.
नाही, बारीकच येतोय सर.
Test themselves before going to work or school, visiting grandma, and using public transportation, for example. People with a positive test can be isolated quickly based on local policies. With wider availability of these tests, we can better control the spread of COVID-19. Think about how home antigen testing in combination with the tracing app could boost the effectiveness of contact tracing. Medical personnel could use these tests to quickly triage patients and isolate those with positive results. How does this antigen testing work? SARS-CoV-2 antigens, meaning viral proteins, are detectable in upper respiratory tract secretions during the acute phase of infection. Similar to RT-PCR testing, antigens are sampled using nasal or nasopharyngeal swabs. In the future, saliva samples might become more important. Also, collecting nasopharyngeal swabs requires training and is not feasible at home. Instead of testing for viral RNA, these tests detect pieces of the virus or antigens, such as the nucleocapsid protein that surrounds SARS-CoV-2. Once a sample has been obtained, it will be processed with reagents to disrupt the particles of the virus and expose the viral nucleoproteins, which are the antigens that are detected by the test. After a short time, the processed sample will be applied to the testing strip, similar to lateral flow antibody tests. Antigen testing uses a lateral flow immunoassay. The particles in the sample are transported across the testing strip by capillary effect. The particles first reach a section of the strip, the nucleocapsid protein. The nucleocapsid protein.
Yes.
The antibody-antigen complex will continue to move further to the right on the strip until it reaches the test line. The test line is covered with immobile anti-SARS-CoV-2 antibodies that will stop lateral movement, and if the nucleocapsid protein is present, the test line will turn positive. If no nucleocapsid protein is present in the sample, the line will not turn positive. Another line should appear next to the test line called the control line, which indicates the test is valid. The control line contains labeled antibodies that bind to non-antigen targets in the sample, like Streptococcus C antigens that are normally found in the microbiome of the pharynx. The antigen test is read as either positive with the test line and control line visible, negative with only a control line visible, or invalid with only a test line appearing or no line appearing at all. There are also newer devices that are digital and show positive, negative, or invalid without the operator having to interpret the results of the strips.
So basically, hello, आवाज येतोय सर? Hello, hello.
सर आवाज.
हाँ सर, आवाज येतोय ना?
ओके.
बेसिकली अँटीजन टेस्टिंग मध्ये जे आहे ते लॅटरल फ्लो इम्युनोअसे जो आहे तो त्याची प्रिन्सिपल जे आहे ती कॅरी केली जाते. वन्स जो आपला स्वॅब अँटीजन स्वॅब जो आहे तो अल्टिमेटली वी विल टेक बाय युजिंग दिस पर्टिक्युलर स्टिक. ओके, वन्स इट मिक्सड विथ दिस द lysis buffer, here you can see the one drop is there, okay, which contains the lysis buffer. Okay, lysis buffer means what? We simply lyse the viruses, okay, whatever the content is there, okay, including cells, okay, including virus. This simply lyse the, okay, once lysis is old, okay, the particular nucleic capsids, okay, the spike proteins or nucleic acid, whatever it is, it contains is simply lysed. Okay, once its lysis is over, okay, we will simply take a drop on this particular region. Okay, once drop is taken in this particular area, okay, by capillary action, the new various antigens which is present in this particular liquid media, okay, simply by the capillary movement, this simply flow laterally. Okay, once it reaches to this conjugated pad which contains the monoclonal antibodies. Okay, monoclonal antibodies जे आहेत त्या पर्टिक्युलर कोविडच्या अँटीजेन्स जे आहेत त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट सिंथेसिस केलेले असतात आणि त्या कॉन्जुगेट कशा बरोबर होतात त्या पर्टिक्युलर जे अँटीजेन्स आहेत त्या पर्टिक्युलर स्वॅब मध्ये. ओके, त्या स्वॅब बरोबर किंवा त्या स्वॅब मधल्या जे अँटीजेन्स आहेत त्याच्याबरोबर कॉन्जुगेट फॉर्म होतोय आणि तो कॉन्जुगेट कशाचा असतोय तर इट कंटेन्स दी गोल्ड कोटेड नॅनो पार्टिकल्स with which conjugates with the monoclonal antibodies of this particular COVID-19 antigens. Once this conjugate pair contains the conjugate, okay, once conjugation or the complex is formed by capillary reaction, this simply flow laterally. सलावेमध्ये किंवा त्या पर्टिक्युलर रिजन मध्ये जे अँटीजेन्स असतात जे कॉमनली अवेलेबल असतात ते अँटीजेन्स जे आहेत ते कंट्रोल लाईन जवळ येतात. ओके, कंट्रोल लाईन मध्ये ज्या पर्टिक्युलर अँटीबॉडीज जे असतात त्या अँटीबॉडीजला अल्टिमेटली बाइंड होतात. वन्स इट बाइंड्स टू दिस पर्टिक्युलर कंट्रोल लाईन अँटीबॉडीज, it will simply forms the red color. Okay, and this will denotes that the sample containing the it is a human sample. Okay, so if the test is positive, then you will find that both the test line and control line will appear or in red color. Okay, and last one is the absorption pad, where all these structure, so whatever the liquid is there is simply absorbed. So this is nothing but the antigen test. So next, go to the most important test, the most reliable test, that is the antigen, the RT-PCR test. Okay, so what is molecular testing of this COVID-19? So what is molecular testing? The first thing is the molecular testing. Molecules means what? A small components which might be proteins, which might be cell structures. Okay, by using these molecules we can test the samples. Okay, this is nothing but the molecular testing. We are simply use the different molecules of the cells to identify the particular infections. And how does it works? Based on this particular, we can different techniques, different machinery is used to identify this the particular molecules. Okay, when in case of the COVID-19, there are different steps are involved in the RT-PCR. Okay, so what are the steps which involve in this particular RT-PCR procedure? The first one is the sample collection. Okay, the sample contains various cell components which contains the virus ultimately for the identification of this COVID-19 infection. Okay, and this, by using the swab, we can identify whether the patient is positive or whether it is negative. So it involves the first step, the sample required in our, which will required in the lab. So our lab is more specifically, when we work with this RNA extraction, we have the specially equipped negative pressure, which simply acts, which very important in the RNA extraction room, because whatever during the extraction there is a spillage or there is a handling of this particular virus is there. Okay, so if viruses are spilled, okay, this should be expel outside this particular instrument. Okay, once सिम्पली त्याच्यामध्ये निगेटिव्ह प्रेशर मध्ये काय होतं की निगेटिव्ह प्रेशर मेंटेन केल्यामुळे आपल्या त्या पर्टिक्युलर रिजन मध्ये किंवा पर्टिक्युलर त्या लॅब मध्ये ते पर्टिक्युलर जे काय स्पिल आउट होणार आहे त्या व्हायरसेसचं किंवा त्या पर्टिक्युलर बायोलॉजिकल मटेरियलचं ते सिम्पली बर्न केले जाते. ओके, सो वी हॅव व्हेरी वेल इक्विप्ड निगेटिव्ह प्रेशर इन आवर laboratory. So based on so how we can carry out this RNA extraction? By using manual or column based extraction method, or by using automated nucleic acid purification method. Okay, so the first one is the manual column based RNA extraction method, where we can use the silica columns for the extraction of the particular RNA. Okay, in case of COVID-19, we can use the different column based kits, that is Genome Bio, or different companies are there. Okay, so in case of manual extraction, the virus is simply transfers into the fluid which contains the buffer and carrier, binding buffer, lysis buffer and carrier RNA. Once it added into this particular cell lysate buffer, whatever the RNA is there is simply comes from this particular virus. Once it, due to this particular lytic buffers and all these particular buffers and components which is added in this particular tubes. Okay, so once the lysate and binding buffer will after addition of this particular cell lysate, it binds to the buffer. Once binding buffer binds to the RNA, okay, or the particular our interested RNA, we will simply add this particular liquid into this particular column based column. Okay, once it added into this particular column, okay, so there is a centrifugation is there. Okay, by using centrifugation, we simply expel out the different contents which are not useful for the extraction. Okay, it might be contain the cell structures like cell membrane or the viral proteins, other proteins. Okay, so once it happens, there is a addition of wash solution. Once wash solution is there, that is it, mostly it contains the ethanol, 70% ethanol. Two ethanol washes were give to this particular extraction method. Once the wash is over, we will simply add the in last step, we will simply add the particular elute buffer, which simply dissolve the RNA inside it, and lastly this particular RNA is simply transferred into the next RT-PCR steps. This is nothing but the manual extraction method, which is simply based on the solid phase extraction principle. The next one is the automated nucleic acid extraction method. So when we talk about automated nucleic acid extraction machine मध्ये आणि मॅन्युअल मेथड मध्ये त्याच्यामध्ये मेरिट्स डिमेरिट्स आहेत. त्याच्यामध्ये जर आपण इन केस ऑफ मॅन्युअल मेथड मध्ये जर बघितलं तर वी कॅन नॉट यूज मच मोर अमाउंट ऑफ और मच मोर नंबर ऑफ सॅम्पल्स ऍट अ टाइम. ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये कमी नंबर जो आहे एक्सट्रॅक्शन साठी आपण सॅम्पल्स जे आहेत ते यूज करू शकतो, कारण त्याच्यामध्ये मॅन्युअली असल्यामुळे त्याच्यामध्ये अल्टिमेटली इट रिक्वायर्स मच मोर अमाउंट ऑफ मॅन्युअल support. Okay, but in case of automated nucleic acid extraction method, we can simply add this particular we can simply add the swab into the particular lysis buffer, and it can be ultimately this will automatically it will extract the nucleic acid. So how it works we will see by using this particular video.
तर आवाज बारीक येतोय, बहुतेक मगासारखं झालं.
So this is, hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay. This is nothing but the automated nucleic acid extraction method, where we use the various buffers. The first one is the buffer 1 that contains the lytic solutions. It's where the lysis of virus is done. The second one is the magnetic beads are there, okay, which contains the it has very affinity towards these particular RNA viruses, okay. So it simply binds to this particular RNA in this particular solution. Once it binds to this particular RNA, it simply transfers into the next plate, which contains the wash solution, okay. In wash solution, this particular RNA, okay, is simply purified by using this particular the wash solution that contains the 90% ethanol, okay. The washing is there, okay. In spite of the RNA, different types of components, those are simply interact with the RT-PCR or PCR process is simply inhibited, okay. And last, the third simply contains the elution plate, okay. Elution plate मध्ये त्याच्यामध्ये काय elution buffer असतो. Elution buffer is a पर्टिक्युलर त्याचा जो पीएच आहे त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त आणि फक्त जे RNA आहेत ते सिम्पली काय होणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये डिझॉल्व्ह होणार आहेत, ओके. सो इट हॅज this is nothing but the simple extraction method. By using, we can handle the number of at a time 96 samples we can handle, okay. When we talk about the manual extraction method, in this particular case we cannot use the much more of amount of the samples. So that's why we will use the automated nucleic acid machines to extract the RNA, okay. The next, once the nucleic acid is over, nucleic acid extraction method is over, then the elutes contains the purified RNA products, and this plate is simply packed by using aluminum foil and transfers into the next step, that is the template additions. Through the small pass box, we simply transfers into the next small cabin, where the actual template addition is there, okay. So next one is the master mix preparation and the plate addition, okay. In master mix preparation, we can, so what is master mix? It is nothing but the it is nothing but the solution that contains the DNTPs, okay, then primers, then fluorescent labeler probes, then it contains Taq polymerase, it contains the reverse transcriptase enzymes, okay, and various buffers, okay, which will simply useful for the amplification of this particular RNA, okay. So how it works? So simply in our lab, Applied Biosystems COVID kit is used, okay. So how it, and after preparation of master mix, we simply add this master mix into the 96 well plate for the template addition, okay. So how it works, we will see. In every single step, you can observe that the working area that is nothing but the where we can add these samples, or where we add this particular master mix, or where we add the particularly the template, we simply clean the area before particular addition, okay. So by using this cotton swab of this liquid media, that is nothing but the spirit, is simply used to clarify, to disinfect this particular area, working area. So how it was, see.
शेअर साऊंड करा सर, आवाज कमी करते.
काय झालं?
शेअर साऊंड करा, शेअर साऊंड.
hello hello
Yes sir, yes sir.
ओके, ऑन स्क्रीनवरती तुम्हाला त्याच्यामध्ये 5 बॉक्स दिसेल. ओके, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये काय अल्टिमेटली मास्टर मिक्स तयार झाल्यानंतर ती जी प्लेट जी आहे 96 वेल प्लेट जे आहे RT-PCR चे प्लेट जे आहे त्याच्यामध्ये असते मास्टर मिक्स. ओके, अँड दिस मास्टर मिक्स contains the different components which are already we discussed, is simply added inside this particular plate, and the plate is covered with aluminum foil and kept into this particular pass box. Okay, for the template addition. Okay, so next step is the, okay, before we go for the RT-PCR, we must know the what is PCR. What is PCR? PCR is nothing but the polymerase chain reaction which contains the different molecules or different requirements are there, components are there, that contains the primers. It may the forward primer is there, then reverse primers is there, nucleotides is there, tag polymer is there, mix buffer is there, and PCR tubes is there. So how it works? Okay, and who is going to do this, all this particular cycle? Okay, this is nothing with or we call what it is called, that is a thermal cycle. It simply regulate the temperature in a particular manner. Okay, so this is simply called as a thermal cycler. Okay, त्याच्यामध्ये particularly the PCR process is simply divided into 3 steps. Okay, the first one is the denaturation step. Okay, where the hydrogen bond get disturbed by using the temperature. Okay, that is 95 degrees temperature is there at initial stage. Once the denaturation is done, the annealing, the next step is the annealing, where the 95 degrees Celsius temperature is the applied. Once the 55 temperature is acquired, the primers, forward primers and reverse primers are get attached to this particular DNA sequence. Okay, and lastly the extension step is there, where the actual synthesis of this particular DNA strand is carried out. Okay, so this is basically what, by using this particular cycle, we can make or we can produce the thousands or millions of the identical DNA strands. Okay, so basically here we can observe that there is no RNA. Okay, only we can use this particular DNA in this process in PCR. But when we talk about the coronavirus, there is a genetic material is a RNA. Okay, single stranded RNA is there, where and this RNA cannot be get amplified by using PCR process. So for this purpose, RT-PCR is produced or RT-PCR is there. Okay, so what is RT-PCR? RT-PCR is nothing but the reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction. This involves the reverse transcriptase as a enzyme which simply synthesis the RNA. ओके, कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी DNA जो आहे तो त्याच्यापासून RNA पासून त्याच्यामध्ये अल्टिमेटली तयार केला जातो. ओके, वन्स इट produced thousands of or billions of complementary DNA strands are produced. Once it get produced by using the molecular or different probes, okay, that are complementary to this particular gene, okay, that we have interested, is simply added inside this particular master mix, which simply attached to this particular complementary DNA. Okay, and once the primers or probes get attached to this particular complementary DNA, it will get amplified in next polymerase chain reaction. पहिल्यांदा त्याच्यामध्ये कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी डीएनए जो आहे तो सिंथेसिस केला जातो आरएनए पासून. ओके, आरएनए पासून जो डीएनए सिंथेसिस कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी डीएनए जो तयार केलेला असतो, त्या डीएनए कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी डीएनए मध्ये अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यामध्ये काय होणार आहे, थाउजंड्स नंतर ती जी पर्टिक्युलर प्रोब्स असणार आहेत, ओके, जे फ्लोरोसंट लेबल्ड असणार आहेत, ते अल्टिमेटली त्या पर्टिक्युलर कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी डीएनए ला अटॅच होणार आहेत. वन्स इट गेट अटॅच टू दिस पर्टिक्युलर डीएनए, ओके, दिस पर्टिक्युलर अँड दिस probes contains the fluoropores. Okay, fluoropores are nothing but the chemical compound or the structure which simply emit the or absorb and emit the light. When this particular emitted light is simply captured by the CCD. Okay, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये कॅमेरा असतो, तो सीसीडी कॅमेरा जो आहे तो सिम्पली काय करणार आहे, तो ती जी लाईट आहे पर्टिक्युलर ती काय करणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आयडेंटिफाय करणार आहे. अँड इच फ्लोरोपोर having its पर्टिक्युलर वेवलेंथ. ओके, म्हणजे ते पर्टिक्युलर वेवलेंथची जी लाईट आहे ती पर्टिक्युलर वेवलेंथची लाईटमुळे अल्टिमेटली काय होणार आहे, पर्टिक्युलर फ्लोरोपोर जो आहे तो पर्टिक्युलर वेवलेंथ तयार करणार आहे, लाईटची इमिट करणार आहे. ओके, आणि ती जी आहे ती पर्टिक्युलरली त्या सीसीडी करून आयडेंटिफाय केली जाणार आहे. त्यामुळे अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यामध्ये जो पर्टिक्युलर RNA ला जो फ्लोरोपोर कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी डीएनए जो फ्लोरोपोर अटॅच असणार आहे त्याच्यावरून आपण वी कॅन इझिली आयडेंटिफाय दी amount of this particular RNA present within this particular sample. So we can observe the, or we can go for one particular important video here.
Coronaviruses contain an extraordinarily long single-stranded RNA genome. To detect these viruses with PCR, RNA molecules must be converted into their complementary DNA sequences by reverse transcriptase. Then the newly synthesized DNA can be amplified by standard PCR procedures. This approach is union of the viral RNA. The next step is the preparation of the reaction mixture for PCR amplification. In this step, a master mix is used, which is a premixed concentrated solution that consists of buffer, reverse transcriptase enzyme, nucleotides, forward primer, reverse primer, Tachman probe, and DNA polymerase. Finally, to complete this reaction mixture, the RNA template is added. The tube is mixed by pulse vortexing. Then the reaction mixture is loaded into a PCR plate, which generally contains 96 wells, allowing the analysis of several samples at the same time. Next, the plate is placed in a PCR machine, which is essentially a thermal cycler. Real-time RT-PCR is used for the detection of the new coronavirus 2019 by the amplification of target sequences in the RDRP gene, the E gene and the N gene. The choice of the target gene depends on the primers and the probe sequences. The first step in RT-PCR is reverse transcription. The first strand complementary DNA synthesis is primed with the PCR reverse primer, which hybridizes to a complementary part of the virus RNA genome. Reverse transcriptase then adds DNA nucleotides onto the 3' end of the primer, synthesizing DNA complementary of the viral RNA. The temperature and duration of this step depend on the primer, the target RNA and the reverse transcriptase used. Next, an initial denaturation step is applied, causing denaturation of the RNA-DNA hybrids. This step is required for the activation of DNA polymerase and simultaneously the inactivation of reverse transcriptase. PCR consists of a series of thermal cycles, with each cycle consisting of denaturation, annealing, and extension steps. Denaturation step consists of heating the reaction chamber to 95 degrees Celsius, and it is used for denaturation of the double-stranded DNA template. In the next step, the reaction temperature is lowered to 58 degrees Celsius, allowing annealing of the forward primer to its complementary part of the single-stranded DNA template. The annealing temperature relies directly on length and composition of the primers. In the extension step, the DNA polymerase synthesizes a new DNA strand complementary to the DNA template strand by adding free nucleotides from the reaction mixture that are complementary to the template in the 5' to 3' direction. The temperature at this step depends on the DNA polymerase used. After the first cycle, the double-stranded DNA target is obtained. Then, the denaturation of this double-stranded DNA is performed, yielding 2 single-stranded DNA molecules. In the next step, the reaction temperature is lowered, allowing annealing of the primers to each of the single-stranded DNA templates and annealing of the Tachman probe to its complementary part of the target DNA. Tachman probe consists of a fluorifer covalently attached to the 5' end of the oligonucleotide probe. The fluorescence is emitted by the fluorifer when it is excited by the cycler's light source. Also, this probe consists of a quencher at the 3' end. The close proximity of the reporter to the quencher prevents detection of its fluorescence. In the extension step, DNA polymerase synthesizes new strands. When the polymerase reaches a Tachman probe, its endogenous 5' nuclease activity cleaves the probe, separating the dye from the quencher. With each cycle of PCR, more dye molecules are released, resulting in an increase in fluorescence intensity proportional to the amount of amplicon synthesized. This method allows the estimation of the amount of a given sequence present in a sample. The number of double-stranded DNA pieces is doubled in each cycle, therefore, PCR can be used to analyze extremely small amounts of sample. For the measurement of the fluorescence signal, a tungsten halogen lamp, an excitation filter, mirrors, lens, an emission filter, and a charge-coupled device CCD camera are used. Filtered light from the lamp is reflected off mirror, passes through a condensing lens, and is focused into the center of each well. Then fluorescent light emitted from the wells reflects off the mirror, passes through an emission filter, and is detected by the CCD camera. In each PCR cycle, light from excited fluorifer can be detected by the CCD camera, which converts the light that it captures into digital data. This method is known as real-time PCR, which allows the monitoring of the progress of the PCR reaction as it occurs in real time.
So this is nothing but the RT-PCR principle, okay, where the hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please
okay.
Continue.
The next step is the once we get the fluorescence labeled amplification is there, okay, then the important last part is the result analysis, okay. So basically आपण त्याच्यामध्ये अल्टिमेटली ज्यावेळेस रिपोर्ट येतो तर अल्टिमेटली आपण एकच क्वेश्चन अराइज करतो की तुमची सिटी व्हॅल्यू काय, ओके. सो व्हॉट इज सिटी व्हॅल्यू? इट इज नथिंग बट द सायकल थ्रेशोल्ड व्हॅल्यू, ओके. सायकल थ्रेशोल्ड व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे काय त्याच्यामध्ये की, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे व्हाय इट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट, ओके. सिटी व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे काय? सायकल थ्रेशोल्ड व्हॅल्यू मीन्स the cycles required to identify the particular presence of the nucleic acid of this particular virus, okay. So if the CT value is low, that means it contains the higher viral load because it is because it is inversely proportional to each other. जर त्याच्यामध्ये RNA व्हायरसचा जो न्यूक्लिक ऍसिड जर त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त असेल, ओके, तर त्याची जी सायकल थ्रेशोल्ड व्हॅल्यू ती अल्टिमेटली कमी असते, कारण त्याच्यामध्ये अँप्लिफिकेशन साठी अल्टिमेटली जो कॉम्प्लिमेंटरी RNA असणार आहे तो अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त असतो, ओके. सो सायकल थ्रेशोल्ड व्हॅल्यू इज नथिंग बट द number of cycles which will useful to identify the virus, RNA virus in this particular samples, okay. So in the analysis part there is a threshold line setup, okay. Here you can observe the threshold line setup, okay, and this basically we can set up, okay, based on these particular two basic things: the baseline amplification, okay, and the exponential phase, okay. These are the two different things which we'll consider when we analyze this particular data, okay. At exponential phase, what is exponential phase? The exponential phase म्हणजे काय? ज्या ठिकाणी अल्टिमेटली फर्स्ट सायकल जे आहे म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये क्लिअरली तिथून आपल्याला लक्षात येते की purely fluorescence is observed in this particular exponential phase. Okay, and this how it will set up. It is in between the baseline, amplification baseline and exponential phase. Okay, this threshold line setup will helpful to know the CT value. Okay, here we can observe that there is a curve like structure. Okay, this is nothing but the exponential phase where we identify the particular amplification of the RNA which is present inside this particular sample. Okay, so basically we set up the in between the 200 to 500, in between 200 to 300 relative fluorescent unit. Okay, so by using this we can judge whether the sample is positive or whether the sample is negative. So in case of this particular sample, we can observe only one curve. Okay, that is from the RNA-sp. Okay, so when we talk about different genes which will targeted for this particular amplification, we have 3 different genes. Okay, which will give the sample is positive or sample is negative. In this particular, we use the RF1AB, then N gene and RNA-sp gene. Okay, here you can observe that the RNA-sp only amplified. Okay, this will indicate that the sample is negative because you cannot find the ORF gene and N gene. Okay, that means it does not having the nucleic acid which will required to amplification of this particular gene. So this particular sample is negative. The next one is the positive sample. Okay, here you can observe the CT values of 3 different CT values for 3 different genes. Okay, when त्याच्यामध्ये 3 CT values तुम्हाला ऑब्झर्व होतील. त्याच्यामध्ये ORF1AB ची जर CT व्हॅल्यू बघितलं तर ते 22.63 इतके आहे. तर अल्टिमेटली ज्यावेळेस रिपोर्ट वरती आपण त्याचा रिपोर्टिंग करतोय तर त्याच्यावरती 22.63 इतकी CT व्हॅल्यू दिली जाते. कारण अल्टिमेटली आणि हे हाऊ वी कॅन आयडेंटिफाय वेदर दिस सॅम्पल इज पॉझिटिव्ह और निगेटिव्ह. इफ देर इज अ sample contains the RNA virus, okay, and RNA virus get amplified, RNA nucleic acid is if amplified using this RT-PCR, you can find that there is a CT value because it's simply calculated by this particular software, and once it calculated you can get the different CT values for 3 different genes. Okay, टार्गेट जीन मध्ये जर तुम्ही बघितलं तर तिथे 3 टार्गेट जीन्स आहेत अल्टिमेटली. इन स्पाइट ऑफ दिस, ओके, वी कॅन ऑल्सो यूज द डिफरंट टार्गेट जीन्स. In this particular, you can also use the RDRP gene, okay, to confirmation of this particular RNA, if whether the sample is positive or negative. And last one is the inconclusive. If the given sample does not having any nucleic acid, okay, there is no any further nucleic amplification is there or any amplification curve is there, so it simply denotes the sample does not contain any nucleic acid and the report is inconclusive. So these are the few things which will required to know during the analysis of this particular RT-PCR. And the next one is the preventive measures. Okay, so different preventive measures include the ultimately it is a epidemic disease, so it spread humans to humans by different ways by using handshake. Okay, we can ultimately त्याच्यामध्ये हँडशेक केल्यानंतर ते जे आहे तो व्हायरस अल्टिमेटली काय होणार आहे, ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे. त्याच्यानंतर जर त्याच्यामध्ये आपण काय करू शकतो, अल्टिमेटली वी कॅन यूज व्हेरियस 70% इथेनॉल कंटेंट hand sanitizer we can use, okay, to prevent this particular COVID-19. Okay, we can use different face mask which contains at least त्याच्यामध्ये मास्क जरी वापरत असताना ते अल्टिमेटली N95 मास्क वगैरे जे आहे ते अल्टिमेटली काय करणार आहे, ते 3 लेयर्ड मास्क जे आहेत, फेस मास्क जे आहेत आपण यूज केले पाहिजेत. त्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये नेक्स्ट त्याच्यामध्ये सेल्फ क्वारंटाईन. सेल्फ क्वारंटाईन मध्ये अल्टिमेटली काय होणार आहे की आपण ज्यावेळेस एखादा आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये सिम्पटम दिसत असेल रिलेटेड टू the COVID-19, we can self quarantine. Okay, then next one is the very important that we should keep the distance, okay, in between, because once sneezing or coughing is there, okay, during the sneezing or the coughing, these particular viruses are spread through the small droplets, okay, which contains the virus, okay, and simply due to this we can keep the distance at least 1 to 2 meters. And last one is the we should avoid the crowded places where the number of persons or where the number of peoples will come and interact for different things. Okay, so these are the few coronavirus preventive measures which will take and which will helpful to prevent this particular coronavirus. The next one is these are the few antiviral drugs, okay, which will useful to treat the COVID-19. These are the few. It contains coronavirus वरती particularly त्याच्यामध्ये असं particular कोणतं drugs नाही. This will helpful to this will simply helpful to fight against this particular coronavirus. Okay, त्याच्यामध्ये रेमडेसिविर, हायड्रोक्लोरोक्विन, नंबर ऑफ त्याच्यामध्ये इनहिबिटर्स जे आहेत जे इनहिबिट करतात हे प्रोसेसमध्ये. मोस्टली त्याच्यामध्ये अँटीव्हायरल ड्रग्स मध्ये जी सायकल आहे, ओके, म्हणजे इन्फेक्शन सायकल जी आहे ती अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यामध्ये काय केली जाते, ब्रेकडाऊन केली जाते. आणि त्यामुळे अल्टिमेटली जे अँटीव्हायरल ड्रग्स जे आहेत ते त्याच्या पर्टिक्युलरली अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यावरती काय करणार आहे, कंट्रोल करणार आहे. And last one is the vaccine. Okay, so there are various different types of vaccines are there. The conventional vaccines are there which contains the half kilo or the which contains the various antigens which will produced by this particular virus is used. But in nowadays it is a new generation vaccines are there. RNA based vaccines are there and vector based vaccines are there. In RNA based vaccines, the antigen, that is mRNA, is used to stimulate the particular, whereas in vector based vaccine we can use the vector. In case of COVID-19, the adenoviruses are used as a vector to influence or to trigger the immune system. Once the immune system get activated, it will simply synthesize the antibodies, that is IgG, IgM, IgI, and once get the antibodies get activated, we can acquire the immune response against this against this virus once, and simply we can so these are the few different for example आता RNA based vaccines मध्ये जर बघितला तुम्ही तर त्याच्यामध्ये कोणते वॅक्सिन्स आहेत, कोविशिल्ड जे आहेत, सॉरी स्पुटनिक वगैरे जे आहे ते RNA बेस्ड वॅक्सिन्स आहेत. त्यानंतर वेक्टर बेस्ड मध्ये आता कोविशिल्ड आहे, कोवॅक्सिन्स आहेत, त्या RNA वेक्टर बेस्ड वॅक्सिन्स आहेत. आणि अल्टिमेटली त्या आपल्या वेगवेगळ्या ज्या काय व्हायरसेस आहेत, ओके, अल्टिमेटली त्याच्यामध्ये COVID-19 पण आहे, त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट तो अल्टिमेटली आपल्याला काय करणार आहे. थँक्यू.
Thank you, Tejas sir, for sharing your valuable knowledge.
Hello.
Tejas sir, for sharing your experience. You made us understand as well as diagnostics tests with the help of videos. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Principal Dr. Vijaya Chavan ma'am, Principal Sri Vijay Singh Yadav College, for presidential address.
Good afternoon, everybody. And the resource person for today's talk, COVID-19 and its diagnostic, Dr. Tejas Patil sir, our health committee chairman, Dr. Rajaram Athigre sir. He is also holding the position of president of Lions Club, District Kolhapur. The authorities and dignitaries of all from Lions Club of Kolhapur, Dr. Aishwarya Pawar madam, my dear colleague, Dr. Maske sir, and all other fellow colleagues from Department of Zoology, the respected members of Health Committee. Dr. M.A. Patil sir, who introduced in a very wise and nice words about Dr. Tejas Patil sir, and all fellow students. I am watching since morning. In the beginning, students were number of students was very large, but at this moment I can see only few students, and even in these viewers, maybe some teachers are also there. So we have organized this talk with a intention that all persons who might have suffered from corona or who may not have suffered from corona, their relatives might have suffered from coronavirus infection. One or the other person in their family might be infected from corona virus or COVID-19, and they might have faced number of difficulties, no doubt. Every person, every family is directly or indirectly affected by this COVID-19 infection. And so everyone is curious about knowing the facts of COVID-19. What is this virus about? To which group it belongs? What is its structure? How it actually enters in our body? And once it is entering, what it does exactly, and how we can get rid of this? Even when we are infected with this COVID-19 virus, what are the different situations we have to face, and how we are being detected that we are infected with COVID-19? We are listening about the different tests, that is antigen test, that is rapid antigen test, then RT-PCR is there. But what are the long forms of these different tests, and how they are being performed, how the presence of the virus is being detected? There are all number of questions in everybody's mind. Especially the student should know the technology behind the test, and what we say, diagnostic, the process, the protocol, the standard operating procedures of these different tests, biochemical test, nuclear test, or different kind of tests are there, as Dr. Tejas has elaborated the different tests. Let me first congratulate Dr. Tejas Patil sir for giving us the valuable information about the different tests, the diagnostic of COVID-19, as well as the preliminary information about this virus even. And even certain preventive measures sir has suggested and enlisted, and that also to be considered very seriously by every person of this nation. So I personally congratulate Dr. Tejas Patil sir. And what I want to add in this, my presidential words, is that students are knowing the theory, no doubt. Microbiology students are there, chemistry students are there, life science students are there, and they are listening to the thoughts of their professors, teachers, and they are getting the valuable information of the theory of these viruses, theory of these microorganisms, no doubt. But what is practically being done? How they are being detected? What is a RNA virus? What is a DNA virus? What is reverse transcriptase? What is PCR? They are not knowing. And to make them aware about all these technology based or digitally based medical tests, we have organized this lecture, and I feel that everyone might have satisfied with this talk. I am quite satisfied, and I have got very much new information from Tejas sir's talk. How the laboratories are set up, what cleanliness, what kind of hygiene, what kind of temperature control, what kind of the different parameters are needed for setting up this kind of specialized laboratory. That also we have seen. How sound, or how much it is equipped with the modern technology and the modern equipments which are needed for fast analysis of some samples. As Tejas sir has stated and told us that manually we can do only 1 or 2 test, but by going for this machine-based test, we can analyze at one time 96 samples. So this progress, where student have to see, student have to learn, and student have to experience. And once they are experiencing this, they will better understand all these phenomena behind every disease, not only COVID-19, but all other diseases also, epidemic or endemic or whatever pandemic diseases which are coming or which are there always. They are living with us, and sometimes we are falling victims to these diseases. So we have to know everything about these diseases, and the confirmatory test of these diseases also. So I extend my sincere thanks to Lions Club of Kolhapur for giving us this opportunity to organize this expert talk on COVID-19 and its diagnostics. I extend also my sincere thanks to all the persons who are involved in this organization, and I wish you all a very best of luck, and get this opportunity to understand better what is coronavirus, and always remain away from such pandemic diseases. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Sunil Gaikwad sir, who is member Lions Club Kolhapur, for vote of thanks.
नमस्कार, मी लायन डॉक्टर सुनील गायकवाड आज आपल्या समोर माणसांशी माणसांचे नाते जोडणारा भाव म्हणजे आभार होय हा भाव घेऊन आपल्या समोर उपस्थित आहे. आज श्री विजयसिंह यादव कॉलेज पेठ वडगाव व लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूर यांच्या संयुक्त विद्यमाने अंडरस्टँडिंग कोविड-19 अँड इट्स डायग्नोस्टिक्स या विषयावर व्याख्यान आयोजित करण्यात आले होते. या व्याख्यानासाठी हेल्थ ॲक्युरेट पुणे येथील डॉक्टर तेजस पाटील सर हे उपस्थित राहिले व त्यांनी आपल्याला अनमोल असे मार्गदर्शन केले. त्याबद्दल डॉक्टर तेजस पाटील सरांचे हार्दिक आभार. त्याचबरोबर विजयसिंह यादव कॉलेज पेठ वडगाव या महाविद्यालयाच्या प्राचार्य व या कार्यक्रमाच्या अध्यक्षा डॉक्टर विजयाताई चव्हाण मॅडम या ठिकाणी उपस्थित राहिल्या, त्याबद्दल देखील त्याचे आभार. तसेच लायन्स क्लब ऑफ कोल्हापूरचे आधारस्तंभ व DAVN कॉलेज चिखलीचे आमचे प्राचार्य लायन सर्जेराव पाटील सर ये देखील कार्यक्रमासाठी उपस्थित राहिले. त्याचबरोबर आरोग्य समिती व यादव कॉलेजचे सर्व सदस्य यांचे देखील या कार्यक्रमाला उपस्थिती लावली त्याबद्दल त्यांचे सर्वांचे देखील आभार. तसेच लायन्स क्लब 3234D1 चे प्रांतपाल व सर्व पदाधिकारी तसेच उपस्थित मान्यवर सभासद या सर्वांचे देखील आभार. सर्व सहभागी विद्यार्थी, शिक्षक व शिक्षकेतर कर्मचारी या सर्वांचे देखील आभार. त्याचबरोबर ज्ञात अज्ञात सर्व व्यक्ती अशा सर्वांचे या ठिकाणी मी आभार व्यक्त करतो आणि हा आभार प्रदर्शनाचा कार्यक्रम संपलास जाहीर करतो. जय हिंद, जय लायन. हॅलो.
धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all participants. And before leaving, please fill up the feedback forms which are on the link which is provided in the chat box.